It is often said, if you think compliance is expensive, try having an accident. And I think one of the things that drove me out of practicing as a principal designer was that I ended up involved on 3 projects where there were accidents. And even though I had done nothing wrong, the sheer, not to underplay the mental toll it took on me and many other people, but the sheer cost and time of responding and thinking when, if the processes and the competencies and all those other things had been in place, we wouldn't have had to deal with it. We've got a situation now where we've got a huge amount of change, and it's impossible to put those systems in without cost. So there's a lot of cost that's going to be imposed as this is implemented. All of these changes are implemented. But if those systems are good systems and lean systems and effective systems, one might argue that this might actually be an improvement. My next door neighbour in Devon, who is one of the best builders you'll ever come across, he's a really good builder. He knows a lot of stuff. If you said to him, about the building regulations, he relies wholly on his architect to provide him many details that he has. His quality is incredible. I've watched him work over the years. How do you change those people? You don't want to lose those people, do you? Because they're really good and there's lots of them out there, but how do you upskill them? Because that's what we're talking about, isn't it? We're talking about them being able to evidence that they've studied the building regulations, that they've put it into practice, they know what it means, that they've got processes and the systems, and they're barely complying with the CDM regulations. We know how long that's been in, 1995 was the first set. I spoke to another one that worked for a lot of major housing providers in Plymouth, completely unaware of any changes in the building regulation. What's your clients told you? Nothing at all. And his belief is that CDM is something that if the client wants to pay for it, we'll deliver the paperwork for you, but otherwise it's okay, we can do without it. These are not small contractors, but that's the other end that we have to deal with. So if you think we're changing this in 5 years, no, this is a 30-year project and needs a lot of belief from the government and the regulators. If we really want to change an industry, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't like the industry and the people in it. But there's a massive changes coming over the next few years.